just because, you know, there's a lot of teachers in this room, whether it be from 뱅스터디, our CEO, he also teaches here at Yonsei University. I've been teaching a long time, but officially in Korea, I've been teaching for about 3 years. And in America, where I'm from, I used to train employees, and that's a lot like teaching. You have to stand in front of a bunch of people and tell them basically what to do or what to learn. And that got me thinking about communication in all of its forms, whether it be in this presentation style where I'm standing up here talking to you, or if it's one-on-one. So I kind of wanted to ask you guys today what you think about communication. So what do you think communication is?
Conversation between people.
Conversation, okay, that's your instinct to say conversation, right? We're talking, you and me, A to B, B to A, right? Now, this is kind of a really general question, I understand. It's kind of like saying, oh, what is life? Or what is love, right? Communication is so diverse, so varied, and most people think of it as a conversation, back and forth. You and me, we're talking, right? Or a sharing of ideas. A lot of times in business, communication involves talking about different ideas, strategies, negotiations. All of that is communication, right? So we can't disregard language, okay? Whether I'm speaking in English, Korean, Spanish, whatever, language is the vehicle, it's the medium in which my words are going to your ears, and how your words are going to come into my ears, my mind, and how we can share our ideas, right? But that's not what I really want to talk about today. Have you ever seen this picture before? Yeah, my favorite is 너구리. I can't find it in the picture. I don't know, but I love 너구리, right? Communication, or the methods of communication, are as varied as this supermarket aisle full of all these different kinds of ramyeon, right? You have spicy, not spicy, whatever, silver label. It's like alcohol, right? There's so many flavors. Communication is the same way nowadays, especially with the digital age. We have Kakao, which a lot of people like to use, emoticons, Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, Pinterest, YouTube, all these social networking sites. What are they for? Why do we use Facebook? Why are we addicted to Facebook?
I don't know, I just use it.
You don't know, you just use it? Well, I guess I would call myself a kyopo, right? Because I'm from America. Facebook is a great way to stay in touch with my friends from back home without having to call them or email. Facebook is great because you can see their pictures, you can see what they've been up to. Who thinks that Facebook is probably one of the most common sites you visit? You go to Facebook at least once a day. There's more than that. Come on. Y'all lying. Y'all are all Facebook stalkers. Okay. LinkedIn is kind of the Facebook for businesses, how you can link together your network. This is our communication for today. In the digital age, in this technology-saturated, progressive future, present future that we have, we are using all these social media sites to stay connected. Communication has evolved as well. The way we communicate through these digital mediums has changed. For example, this is a text message from mom. What does IDKLY and TTYL mean? And the kid responds back, I don't know, love you, talk to you later. Okay, I'll ask your sister. Okay, so these kinds of abbreviations, we call them. What about this one? Can you guys see that? Do you know what this means?
너 뭐해?
너 뭐해? What is 기억? Game. When I first saw this, I was like, no. I'm like, what? Or I thought it was 너무해 or something. But this kind of internet slang, text message, these like shortcuts that we take, right? This is actually from one of my old students. 프사가 뭐야? 국어 시간, 오늘은 프사에 대해 배워볼게요. 프사란 프로필 사진입니다. 다음 시간에 또 만나요. These are my 6th grade students I taught 2 years ago. Okay, so 국어 시간, right? Look at how our language has changed though. Who understood what this was? 프사. Do you guys know what that is? Okay, the young people do. The old people are like, no, I don't know, what is that? Okay, so this is kind of the new wave that technology, the influence that technology has on our language, on how we communicate. It's amazing. You see elementary school kids, they're just like this. They don't even look anymore. They're just like this. And it's like texts are going at 100 times a minute. So what does communication really mean? The actual word, communication, comes from the Latin word communis, which is to share. What are we doing right now? I'm sharing my brilliance with you, so you should be very honored. I'm just kidding.
I'm not getting anything. Sorry.
You want to take my place? Yeah? The basis of communication is to share, whether it's our thoughts, our feelings, our ideas, our knowledge, and to connect with others. Globalization, we heard a lot about globalization today, right? How the world is just opening up. There's no limits anymore. That's why y'all are all like trying to learn English, right? That's why you take TOEIC and TOEFL and whatever. It's not just about a score anymore. It's about a way to connect with the rest of the world. And that's why we have all these social networking sites as well. Okay? Now, I want to go back to the basis of communication though. Yes, communication is connecting, but in order to connect, in order to even have the opportunity to communicate, you have to be there. You have to show up. Okay? Look at this lonely cardboard cutout. All of you guys today, I want to thank you so much for coming because you showed up to something that maybe you're not familiar with, but you came. You come, you want to do something, you want to connect with someone, with something, to share, to have this communication, to have this exchange. But it cannot happen if you don't show up. Okay, when I was in college, university is a little bit different in America than it is here. You don't really have to go to all your classes, right? You show up the first day, and then you show up for the midterm, and you show up for the final, and that's it, right? And then you sleep the rest of the semester. And I was like, oh, this is the best. I'm just gonna sign up for the classes that I can just go like 3 times a semester. The more I did that though, the more I became lazy, the more I became complacent, and the more I felt I don't have any friends. I don't know anybody. I'll go to class for midterms, and I'm like trying to sit down somewhere, and everybody has their little friends. And I'm like, where should I sit? I'm like, oh, I'll sit in the back, but like a loner, like a loser. That's what happens when you don't show up. You don't make any connections. You don't communicate because you're not there. Okay? You are here for a reason. Okay? 80% of success is just showing up. A lot of times it is. You don't know when opportunity will knock. You don't know when the door will be open for you. But you increase your chances by being there, being present, being here. What are you learning today? Who will you meet? Maybe nothing. You'll go home. But that rarely happens. Okay? Showing up means opening up another door of opportunity for you to change, to grow, to become a better person. Communication is, what is communication? It's connection. But you can't have connection, you can't have communication, you can't have opportunity without showing up. Coming here, listening, seeing who's here. You never know, you might meet your wife here, your husband, girlfriend, boyfriend, or maybe not, I don't know. But in the least, you will have learned something, you will have gained something, and your presence, just the fact that you are here, will make a difference. And I hope everyone believes that today. So, what is communication? Connection, yes. Thank you very much today. I'm glad to see everyone here, and I'm so glad all of you made it. Thank you so much.